Hey pellers, and welcome to the initial review of the WheelTop Groupset. Now, I've been riding my Groupset, as you can see on my bike, for a little over 2 months now. I've done fast group rides, I've done slow group rides, I've done solo rides, I've done it all, climbing mountains, high elevation. I'm in beautiful Greece, so in terms of the terrain, I've ridden it all, and I would say I'm still very impressed with the Groupset. I think overall, what you're getting from WheelTop is a group set that's reliable. From my experience, I've had no problems as of right now. It shifts, it holds charge well. I haven't had to charge it in over, I think, about like a month and a half. Just did one initial charge. In terms of after you initially calibrate the group set, there's really no problems. Shifting works as expected. This is not derace, so if you're expecting to be lightning fast, it's not going to happen. But for the price point, it does what it needs to do. I would say that I'll put clips of me riding in fast group rides, fast pace lines, and I've had no problem in terms of keeping up, making sure I can shift under load, making sure I have videos of in the mountains, 7%, 8% gradings, going up climbs, switchbacks, and I've had no problems with shifting under load, shifting to the small ring, shifting downwards, so no problems there. One thing you do have to get used to, I kind of forget with the other group sets in terms of SRAM and Shimano, when you do get into the last three cogs, in the small ring, it won't actually go to the small ring. So if you're in the big ring and you're trying to go to the small ring, it will shift backwards. So that takes a little bit getting used to. Other than that, I would say from my experience with the group set, I'd say I'm thoroughly impressed. As of right now, I would say there isn't a super desire that you need super fast shifting. And from my initial unboxing, even at a continental level, most likely you're going to be sponsored, and if you're a racer at that level or just doing high criterium or high racing in the States, then I could, understand if you really want a little faster shifting. Like I said, this is for, I would say, the competitive cyclist, the weekend warrior, the rider that's very consistent doing a lot of riding. It will be more than fine for 95% of everything. But like I said, that's something that for a company that is starting with electronic group sets, it's not going to be lightning fast as you would expect in durace, for example, and that's 3 tiers higher than the base stuff in terms of mechanical. So I'd say for the price point, very impressed. I'm still riding rim brakes in 2023, hashtag save the rim, hashtag team rim brakes, and the fact that they offer a wireless group set where I actually would have to look up if SRAM or Shimano even offers that for 12 speed, because to my knowledge, I think they stopped for 12 speed. So I like the fact that WheelTop is really disrupting the market. You have to basically say, you know what, I like the vision that they're going with. I like the fact that they're giving the consumer, which is us, the ability to decide, you know what, if you still want to ride rims and you don't want to deal with the faff, especially if you're traveling a lot or if you just want to do your own maintenance, you can still ride a rim in 2024, and I think that's a great thing to have. So I really like the fact that they support that. Recently, they also just bought out Rotor, which does chain rings. They have their own group set as well. So I think, we might be seeing a power meter or coming with a crank, because a lot of people are saying, well, you don't get the full group set because you don't get the crank. Well, I think potentially they could be offering a great value for that. So it's a strategic buyout that they did with Rotor. So in terms of overall performance, I think the group set handles extremely well. I would say as of right now, I would say 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 impressed. I think the one is just, I would like the speed to be a little bit quicker, a little bit crispier. But that's me very much nitpicking. And most riders that you see have not ridden durace. They have not ridden even Ultegra. So if they have, that's the first bike they've ever had of one iteration. So having done multiple generations for the past 10 years of riding bikes, I would still say that's more than enough. And there's riders on the group rides that have the latest durace, and we're still shifting at the same pace. We're still able to shift under load at the same acceleration. So the only critique I would have, and I would say this is a very niche critique, is for elite racers, that 1-2 seconds can really factor in a race. If you're doing quick accelerations and you want to shift down and you want to accelerate to catch the wheel, I can understand that. But like I said, that's very niche. If you're just the average leisure cyclist, even from a fitness level, you're not going to have any problems with this group set. So like I said, I'll show you here. Rear chain ring very well, front chain ring shifts very well. I know people had problems with setting it up on the app, but if you do your due diligence properly and you figure it out, it's very simple to get that shifting properly, and WheelTop has addressed it. I have a chain catcher here as well, just to ensure that it doesn't drop, and I've had it not drop into the inner thing or the near the bottom bracket, so I'll be fine with that. And then in terms of the shifters, the only thing I would say is you really have to make sure that when you go into a smaller gear that you really push that, because you can see here it doesn't shift, so it has a little rattle, and that's what actually shifts it. So other than that, I would say the ergonomics of the hoods are good, the wear on the hoods are good. I would say these are actually better than Shimano in terms of keeping the rubber on. And going back to me, just to finish the video off, because I kind of wanted to do this in a one-take type of video, I will be doing a follow-up. I really do want to maybe niche down on certain aspects of the group set, but if you're really considering this group set, I would say that I'm going to be doing a lot of testing on it still. So I've done above 1,000 kilometers, had no initial problems, very, very thoroughly impressed. So I'll keep you guys posted, keep riding it. And if you guys have any specific questions on the group set, leave it in the comments down below and I will try my best to answer them, because there's not a lot of even content creators on YouTube making content because their main bikes don't have the WheelTop group set. So they might give, a 2-3 ride review, but I've been riding this every single day for about 40-50 kilometers a day. So it's my daily driver. So if there's going to be any problems, I think I would be one to experience them. So I'll keep you guys posted. So subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with that. A long-term review is coming, but this is my initial review. And if you guys did enjoy the video, smash the video. More content coming on the channel. You can see with weather like this, I think I can ride and make more content for you guys. So until the next one, keep on pedaling.